There we go, boyo.
Good afternoon.
What's with the Royal Welsh Wave these days?
Shemai. It's just a little waggle of the hand. Just a little waggle.
It's not even Shemai Day. It's not even Shemai Day. That's not till November.
Every day is Shemai Day. Come on.
Shemai City.
Oh,
good afternoon, every. Oh, Diane Diolch. Coffee on the nurse.
Very North Walian accent there, Dom. I like it.
Well, that's where my roots are. Press that in. So anyway, welcome everyone to the Adobe Express live lesson. This is the end of year wrap. Hey, it's nearly time for the summer, which is pretty cool news. What have you got going on this summer?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, don't put me on the spot like that.
I've been snitching and grassing.
Going to the National Eisteddfod, of course, the first week of August.
Of course. Yes, aren't we all?
Yes, well, of course, yeah. That's up near Wrexham way this year.
Yeah, near Coed Poeth.
Lovely, perhaps, yes.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. But anyway, moving on with things. What the devil's happening today? Well, this is your end of year wrap activity. We've got two things going on. We're going to create a graphic, and then we're also going to create a piece of artwork. Are we not?
Video, I think.
But, no, video. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Same but different. We're going to create a graphic, an infographic, and then a video with exactly the same stuff. But let's go through the rules. You can do them all, Mr. Jones.
All right. You have a break. Now then, if we're going a bit too fast for you, then feel free to pause the live stream whenever it suits you. Just press pause and then restart playing it whenever it suits you. Saying that, we are going to be switching back and forth between the browser. Dom's on the browser, I'm on the iPad, because he still hasn't sorted his iPad out. And we'll be switching back and forth, which will give you some extra time. But if you still want some more, do some pausing. Secondly, if you are registered, teachers, make sure you are registered for today's session. Then at about 4 p.m. this afternoon, Dom will send you all an email with a certificate for everyone who's taken part. Whether you've done the first activity or all of them, then there's a certificate for you. But teachers, if you're not registered, you won't get that email. So go along to adobe.ly/live lessons now and register right now for the session that we're on right now. Now, on that email, you'll also have further information about our incredible Express School Challenge. Now, an Express School Challenge
time-sensitive information, this.
Is when you involve 3 classes or 100 children, whichever one of those two is easiest for you, in Adobe Express activities. Now, usually it's kind of getting them involved in stuff we've done on the live lesson. They don't all have to come live. You can do it afterwards, whatever. Just get them involved in Express. Now, if you do that, that's an Express School Challenge, and Adobe will send you some swag. Now then, amazing Adobe swag.
And I love that bit where you said, get involved.
Get involved. Yeah,
get involved.
So if you do it once, we send you swag. If you do it the second time, we'll send you more swag.
Twice. That's how you say it.
If you do it for the third time, thrice, then we'll send you a third lot of swag, but also that will unlock a pizza party for everybody who's taken part in the 3 rounds up to that point. Very exciting, but you do need to get your skates on if you want to do that.
Yes, because it's getting very close to the end of term, and we need to send you out a pizza voucher, and then you'll need to be able to order your pizza. Yeah. So you need to do that pretty quickly. Yeah. I felt like Luis Suarez then when we were doing my 3 there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nice. Right, let's I thought I'd presented my screen, but it obviously doesn't look like I have. There we go.
The link to the activity page is at the bottom of the screen, guys. Scrolly at the bottom, but there Dom's shared his screen and now it's gone again.
Ooh. And there we go.
Again. Right. So what are we doing today?
Well, this is the end of year wrap theme 1. There is a theme 2 as well. You can come to that next week, and we'll be doing something entirely different. The short link is here, adobe.ly/25 wrap 1, wrap with a W. And then if you've got an iPad, you can scan it with your camera app and then open the little yellow box. It'll take you through to this page. Teachers, click to find out about the free prizes and pizza, the Express School Challenge, best challenge in the world. And then what are we going to do today? Well, first thing is going to be activity 1, year-end reflection graphic. Now, this is a beauty. So what kind of thing are you going to do here? Well, you're going to create a sort of infographic with spaces to tell your readers about this school year. And you can include things like schoolwork, personal stuff, social, fun, looking ahead, all of those kind of things. So that's what we're going to do first. And I think it's probably time to crack on. Is it not, Mr. Jones?
Yeah. Hey, get your comments in as well, guys. Let us know which schools are joining us. You can do that on YouTube. On the comments. If you can't comment on YouTube, then you could just click on the StreamYard link that Dom sent you out today and leave us a comment there, teachers. Or, old school, reply to Dom's email and he may or may not put your comment up on screen.
Why does he do this? Why does he put me through this agony week after week? Anyway, there we go. Right. We're going to get cracking. So you should be logged into Express. And you can see we've got a fancy new homepage. Hey, guys, it's the new homepage. This is huge.
Shazam.
This is good. Shazam. Kablam. So what are we going to do first? That was a throwback to our mate, Carl Webster, who got in touch the other day. And we're going to have a little chat between me, Meredith, and Mr. Kyle.
Kablam.
Kyle Tyrone Webster. Kablam. Right. Okay. What's the first thing we're going to do? Well, the first thing we're going to do is go to create a poster. We can do that one. Give it a click. It'll open up here. I'm going to give it a title, and it'll be Rap Poster. There you go. Rap Poster. Right. Now, pardon me. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Elements on the left side. And then I'm going to go to backgrounds and then search backgrounds. I mean, you can put anything in here, really, I suppose. I'm going to put dots, gradient. I'm in a dots gradient mood today. What's that one like? Pretty cool. What's that one like? Nah. I mean, you can recolor these things. That's something that I'll show you. Mr. Jones hasn't worked that out yet, but I can show you that. But any of these, it'd be good. I'm just cycling through so you can see them, really, I suppose. That one's nice. I like that. That's pretty cool. So that's the first thing we're going to do. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go to text, I think, first.
Yeah, good.
I'm going to go T for text, add my text. Now, what am I going to put in here? Dom Trainer. I'll put Dom Trainer in there. And then text layouts. I mean, I don't know, dynamic. No, I'm not going to do dynamic, not today. But in my fonts, now you can go to recommended fonts and view them all and see what you get. It's a bit of a potluck. You can also use the top tip of the month. Ooh, that was a nice one. That's the Yeongju.
Oh, yes.
The Yeongju, that's a good one. But you can also do the top tip from Mr. Jones, which is scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you can have a little look at things that you've never used before. But actually, kablam! I've got this one, KNPS. I like this one.
Bandali.
Getting into it these days. Yeah. Bandali. So let's get it in there and then open it up. Now that's pretty cool, but I'm going to put it on an angle because it makes... I love an angle. You're into your outlines and stuff like that. I'm into my angles.
Yes.
I'm always finding an angle. There we go. And I'm going to make sure it's centered, nice and near the top there. Now, before he says it, yes, I am going to put an outline on it.
Oh,
but I'm going to, thank goodness for that. I'm going to change the text to white. Oh, totally lost on the background.
Yeah,
Have no fear. Have no fear. The outline is here. There we go. You can put an outline on it. I mean, you could make it like a funky color outline. Why not?
Yeah,
let's go wild. It's the end of term. Let's be wild. Oh, bless you. And then here, outline thickness, because it's still not working for me. But watch this.
That's made it.
It has made it, hasn't it? And actually, your normal 100%, or it's not even, is it percent? No, it's not. It's just 100 on a scale of 0 to 100, whatever the unit of measurement for font outline is.
Parsecs, yes. That's a Star Wars joke, and I realize you don't like Star Wars. Sorry.
Right, there's one. Now that we've got one done, with it selected, I can go to 3 dots here and duplicate. Yeah. Bring this one down to the bottom, the derriere, and then I can go reflection 24, 25, something like that. Maybe I want a capital there, because I do get emails from teachers saying, Mr. Trainer, why aren't you teaching the children capitals?
Are they all from Northern Ireland?
Mostly. Sometimes, not always. Yeah. They're just people who just don't want to sass and act, telling them how to teach, which is fair enough if you ask me. But there you go. No Saxons here, please. Right. Okay, that's me. I'm done. Let's go over to Jones and honestly, you need to mute yourself when you do that.
Oh, sorry, my hay fever.
It's such bad manners.
Sorry, my hay fever is bananas today.
Right. Come on. Enough bananas.
We've had a 2-part message here.
Oh, nice. Always like a 2-parter.
Oh, I understand. I understand. It's not Earl, a place called Earl. I thought there might be a place called Earl. It's good afternoon from Our Lady in St. Michael. There we go. Gotcha. Thank you very much for your message, guys. Welcome in. Right, here we go.
Let's see where they're from.
We're in the Express homepage here on the iPad. So, as Dom said, we're going to tap on the pink tile that says create a poster. That's going to launch us into the all-in-one editor. And in here, I'm going to search for a background. Now then, I tell you what we don't do much of in backgrounds is actually look at the recommended ones, which is quite a good little idea. So let's go into elements. And then up at the top,
always going off-piste.
Scroll over to backgrounds. Now then, this top section here, which says featured free, it's kind of the new cool backgrounds that are in Express. So I'm just going to tap on view all next to featured free. And look at some absolute bangers in here. Look at these. Look at those rainbows. Look at those.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah?
That's amazing.
That's cool. This one is really cool. I mean,
whoa.
Those surfboards are awesome. So there's some really
Talk
cool
about up-leveling here.
I know there's some really nice backgrounds in here. So just in the feature,
that yellow one looks absolutely superb.
Which yellow one? They're like the Argyle pattern.
Well, you didn't even click on it, so who knows? It will forever remain a mystery.
Yeah, my iPad's been a little bit slow here, so I'm going to go back. I like these surfboards anyway. I'm going to stick with that. So I'm going to go to TV text. TV text. Oh, come on, iPad, back. Right, here we go. Add your text up at the top. I'm going to pop my name in there. Right. Now then, let's go searching for a font. Sorry.
What is happening today?
Sorry, my hay fever is dreadful today. Right. That was a wonderful tip that Dom shared us there. So rather than just start scrolling from the top, I tell you what, I'm going to scroll about halfway down and I'll start there for a change. Okay?
Just keep to the script.
There's a script? Right.
Oh, that one's good. What's that one? Rosewood. Nice. Rubik is nice.
Yeah. So, taking a while to load. Yeah, my iPad is in a little bit of a dark spot for Wi-Fi. Yeah, look at it. My Wi-Fi's not.
Well, do you want me to carry on for a bit?
No, don't.
A flat no.
There we go. I got ultra. That's lovely. What a wonderful one. That is ultra regular. There we go.
I won't be helping him out again, guys. You know that. You know it.
Let's add an outline. So let's bring up the thickness all the way to the top. Boosh, like that. Right. Now then, colors. Let's look at colors. Use the colors you've got in your background. Is a good tip. So let's just grab the outline color picker and let's maybe go for this pink. Nice. And then let's go for the fill color and let's maybe try this green. Oh no, maybe the blue.
No. Try the cream, kind of those lines across the middle.
Yeah, let's try the taupe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the blue with the outline if I'm going for that. Yes, like that.
Yes.
Like
flip that and see if it works as well.
Like that. Right, I'm going to duplicate that. Here's my copy, and that's a good idea. Down here, we've got the outline and the fill colors. We can flip them around with those little 2 arrow icon like this. So let's do that. Right, and then I'm going to triple tap in there. And to type in here, like 24. Oh, Dom put a dash here. Dom put a dash. I think I'm going to go for a dash or a slash. So I'm going to go 24/5, right? And then make sure that
you need to pipe down. That's what you need to do.
Right. And there we go. So I think flipping those colors is really nice. It's kept the kind of the theme together. When you recycle colors that you've got in your background in your text, then it just brings your design together. It makes all these things feel as if they're related to each other. Right. That's me done. Let's pass back to Dom.
Thank the Lord for that. Right. Do you know what I'm going to get you for your birthday?
Tell me.
I'm going to get you a nice little iPad stand so that we don't get this.
I know. Sorry. I know. I know.
Oh, dear. You look like a Benedictine monk. Right.
That's where I'm going.
Right.
Oh, dear.
So next up, we're going to go to elements again. I'm going to go over here. And now what it's time for? It's time for a shape. So I'm going to go to rectangles. You can just see that. You can go to view all. And I'm looking for one with curves. Yeah, nice. It's a squircle or a squectangle. And
and anyway, a square on a rectangle. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, square on a rectangle. It's got to be.
Yeah, a rectangle. That was the one, wasn't it? A rectangle.
A rounded rectangle. Let's call it that. Come on.
I can't cope. Right. Okay. And when we've got this one, what I'm going to do is going to press the fill color. And I suppose, I see, I could use the dropper tool as well. Now, when I click this, you won't be able to see where I'm hovering, but I'm going to hover over these, don't do this to me again.
Yeah.
I'm going to hover over these blue circles here, you see, because you'll lose sight of it for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why it does it on the
dots.
iPad, but not on the browser. Yeah, on the dots. So click the little dropper tool, and then I'm going to come over here. There you go. I've got the blue that I'm looking for. And I've got the blue that I'm looking for. And then I'll duplicate, bring it over here. Right, is that roughly... That's not too bad. Maybe I can size this up a bit. Now, the problem I've got now is that because I've sized up one and not the other, that they are going to be different now. So what I'm going to do is, now that this one is roughly the right size, get that one, bin it. This is the one I want. Duplicate it. And then bring that over there. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Now, if I have one selected, press Shift on my keyboard, keep it pressed down, and select the next one. Then I can go to Position, and I can center them. Oh, no. That was a terrible idea. Now they're both in the center. Right. No. I'm going to go back. All right. So now what I'll do is I'll just do this instead. Just click and drag. Now that I've done that one, I could group them, but I could also 3 dots, duplicate them. Now I've got exactly the same set again. Nice.
Yeah.
And then I can 2 dots, duplicate, and bring that down again. And now they're all funky and lined up. Or are they lined up? Yeah, around about there. Yeah, that's good. Alrighty. I got my boxes and they're all good. Okay. I think maybe they're a bit narrow actually, but I've kind of gone down this road now, so I think I'll stay there. So, Jones, get your boxes into order, please.
All right, then. Come on. So, here we go. I'm going to go to Elements on the left-hand side, up at the top, back out of your featured free. It may still be in your backgrounds there, so back out to that, and then scroll all the way over at the top to Shapes. So, I just want this first rectangle, which hasn't loaded yet. There we go. That's fine. This is a rounded rectangle. Give it a tap. Brings it in. Right. Let's just pop it up here underneath your name. Now, have a decent gap between the left-hand edge and the left-hand edge of the paper. You don't want it right on the edge like that. You have a bit of a gap in, so you've got a bit of a margin. And then think about the width of it first. So if you bring it all the way to halfway across the page, that's too big because then the next one will be touching it. So bring it all the way up to the middle of the page so you get that pink guideline, and then just back it off a bit. Bring it back a little bit. Okay, so that's the width is sorted. Now I'm going to need to fit 3 of these, one above the other, on here. So you've kind of got to eyeball this a bit. You know, you kind of got to think, right, I think if it's about that big, I'll fit 3 of them in, I think. Yeah, and you can even test it out. You could just drag this first one down before we start duplicating. Like, so you could just say, right, that's where the first one is. So the second one would be about there. Third one would be about there. Actually, I could probably go a bit bigger. Okay, so before you start duplicating, spend a bit of time working out roughly how big this needs to be. Right, I'm quite happy with that. Let's sort the color out. So I'm going to go for this lovely green that's on the surfboard. So I'm going to go for the fill color here and pick. You can see I can move this circle around, and I'm going to go for this lovely shade of green. Lovely, lovely. There we go.
Boom.
And now I'm just going to sneeze. Right, and now I'm ready to duplicate. So
You know what I thought? Duplicating down and do the vertical first. Yeah,
yes, because then you'll definitely know that you've got space for all 3. Because I know duplicating across is going to be fine. I know that there's space over on the right-hand side. So I'll duplicate down. There we go. And leave some space. Duplicate again. And once you do this for the second time, then you'll start getting the pink guidelines telling you that the gap between them is matched up. And there we go. That's great. And now I can just go back up to the first one, duplicate it, and bring this next one over here. Now I'm just looking to have the same gap over on the right-hand side between the edge of this shape and the edge of the paper. Duplicate down. And there we go. That's all I need is 5. I don't know why Dom's got 6. I have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea what
he's
doing.
I suppose, I don't know what I was doing there, to be honest. Right, let's have a look. So remove and add. So I've got my 6 boxes. I actually don't need this 6th one, so I'll select it and bin it. But one thing I did do was I clicked one, click the next one, next one, next one, next one. It's got all 5 of them. And you can play with the opacity. And I just wanted the background to come through ever so slightly. So sort of 90 is good.
Nice.
Okay, now that that's done, if we go back to our end of year reflection graphic, we've got these titles here, like you've got schoolwork, for example. Come on, that's not even doing really well on this one. So you got schoolwork, personal, social. So what I'm doing here is highlighting that, pressing Control and C to copy it, and then if I go back to my poster, I'm going to keep the font the same. Don't mind. So I'm going to select that. 3 dots, duplicate, bring it down. Ooh, now the only issue with this is it's now disappearing behind my boxes. So you can see which layer it is because it's highlighted in my stack here. And I'm just going to click and drag it all the way to the top. There we go. Now, if I triple click in there and now paste in schoolwork, kablam, it's there. And then I can bring that down, shove it up a bit, and maybe I'll keep this same angle. I'm kind of liking it. It's good.
The angle's cool.
Yeah, the angle works. So the next one is personal. So what you have to do here is 3 dots, duplicate. Now you've got the same sort of size that you're looking for, which is cool. That's telling me, is that telling me it's the same? Yeah, there we go. And then I can change personal. Now that one doesn't feel like it's in the right place. Yeah, well, it kind of is, I suppose. Must be. Maybe because of this jaunty angle that I put it on. So I'm just duplicating, then put them all in the same place. So triple click and then social. So why don't we have a look at Mr. Jones doing that? Otherwise, you'll be here all day. And I'll just get on with it in the background.
So I'm going to duplicate this one up at the top here, my name, 3 dots, duplicate. Now, when you do that, it's going to be behind all these shapes, look, because we did the name first. So make sure that you bring that text box over here on the right-hand side in my layer stack. Okay, just bring it up to the top. There we go, like that. I'm also going to change the outline color to be the same color as these boxes. I think that's a cool idea. Now then, let's bring down the size, and let's just tap in there. Brings up the keyboard. Triple tap, and it'll select everything. Tap, tap, tap. Top. There we go. And it's schoolwork. So school work. And then I'm just going to resize it again. Now on the iPad, I'm going to pinch to zoom in. Okay, pinch to zoom in. And now here, I'm just going to resize this and pop it up the top so that you can see that just kind of the top half of the outline is just in view. It's quite a cool little effect there. Kind of looks as if it's kind of peeking out at the top of the
nice,
like that. Right, now that I've done that, I can just simply duplicate this. 3 dots, duplicate, pop it down into everyone. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to worry about lining these up perfectly now, because when I change the text in them, I'll probably want to tweak it a bit. So don't bother wasting loads of time getting these lined up. Do it after you've changed the text. Okay, and that's all I can do now whilst we pass over to Dom is I'm going to go into each one of these, tap, triple tap, and then just swap the text around to what I want it to be, and then sort out my alignment. You see, there's no point me doing that when it said schoolwork, because it was going to change. There we go.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. Cool. What's coming next, Dom?
Okie dokie. Right. So what I did here was I duplicated all of mine. I did want to show you very briefly that because I duplicated it, all of the text came out like this fun one. But what I did was with social, for example, it's the opposite, and you can just change them by flipping it around, and it kind of gives a nice little touch. So, and you don't have to do anything. It's one click and then it looks different. So even though the font's the same and the colors are the same, we've just switched them around. It gives you just that little bit of an edge. Right. So we've got 5 things here. So the next thing I'm looking to do is put 5 icons in there. So schoolwork. What did I do with my schoolwork? What did I ace in my schoolwork this year? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm in elements already, but I'm in rectangle. So I'm going to back out of that. And then I'm going to go to design assets, search in design asset. I'm looking for something kind of like an illustration. And the thing that do you know what I think I was best at school was times tables.
Oh, yeah?
And every time I see my 11-year-old cousin, I say, let's go for it. Timetables battle. Let's go now. And I was
full of tables.
My mum used to stick them up at the side of my bed.
Oh.
Statistically, do you know what the most difficult times table is?
It's got to be 7 or 8.
7 times 8.
There it is. There they are.
Yeah, 7 times 8. What's the answer?
I don't know.
You don't know?
56? I don't know.
There you go.
Is it?
You don't know. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I tell you, the only reason I know that is because my daughter is learning the tables now, and I'm probably learning it for the first time ever in my life right now.
That is amazing.
I can't believe that was right. I wouldn't have bet a single pound on that being the right answer. I was not confident there
at all. Things that blow your mind. Right now, because times tables, I put a calculator in here, and I've got this really nice one, this first one. So that's cool. So that can be my icon for there. So I'm going to put some text on as well, but that can be my icon for there. If you want to put on a little angle, why not? Personal. Now, what was the thing in personal? I think it was swimming. I managed to get my 500-meter swimming badge, which is pretty cool. So what kind of swimming icon am I going to go for? It could be a fish, I suppose. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad one. But some of these are a bit random. There's like a spaceman there.
Yeah.
Swimming in space, I guess.
No.
But the best one for me is this one here. This hipster doing a little bit of front crawl there.
Yeah.
Social. Well, social one for me was what was it? Music club. So maybe I'll put like a musical instruments, something like that. Oh, nice. Maybe the drums is a good one. I like that. That's cool. Gonna put that in there. So I'll say that joining the drum club.
That's the tabla they are called.
Is it really? Is it not the djembe?
No, that's the tabla. Though they are tabla.
Oh, tabla.
Indian.
What's a single? What's one on its own called?
I don't know. They're both together. Oh, they've got different. It's the tabla is the set, but they've actually got totally different names.
Right.
Per drum.
And what you could. Sorry, I was interrupting you.
I'm done.
See what I did there? This one was a 2-setter here. And I thought, well, do you know what? I haven't got that much space. So I just grabbed one of the side handles and brought it across there. Nice. And then I can just have one there. That's all good. And then fun. Maybe I'll put something like gymnastics. Because my daughter is absolutely loving gymnastics at the moment. Gymnastics. Okie dokie. Whoa.
Oof.
Yeah, there's some good ones. This one.
Now then.
Yeah, now then. Look at him in his lycra.
Ready to do something awesome.
Yeah, I know. He's just getting geared up for a triple hot dog somersault. There we go. And then looking ahead, of course, I'll be in year 6 next year, and I can't wait to go on the year 6 camping trip.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool. So yeah, just getting all your icons, really. That's the thing. Let's see what Mr. Jones is looking ahead for and what he's most proud of this year. Let's have a little look-see.
So the schoolwork that I enjoyed most this year was learning about the Celts in history. So I'm going to go into elements and go over to design assets. I'm just going to search in here for Celt or Celtic, perhaps. Just Celt probably is fine. Let's see what we get.
Come on, iPad.
Come on, iPad. You can do it.
What's like a Welsh thing for, like, come on guys kind of thing?
Like a kind of like a come on,
or rally
like
call.
Come on. All right.
Like a rally call. Before the start of a football match.
I'm Danny is a good one.
I'm Danny.
I'm Danny.
I'm Danny.
Like, come on. It literally translates into like for it, Let's do it. Let's for it.
I'm Danny.
I'm Danny.
Yeah, I'm
right.
Danny. I like
so
woo.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just fill up my whole thing there, even though I'm going to have some text later. And then I'm just going to bring the opacity down way low, like a shadow, like a little light
shadow of its former self.
Yeah. Personal. I was really glad when I passed my piano exam.
Oh, yeah.
Piano. So I'm going to search for that.
Piano. Did you get a merit, a distinction, or honours?
Just a pass. That's fine.
Fine. That's fine.
Just a straight pass.
Yeah.
There you go. There's my piano. I do the same. Fill the box.
Oh, nice.
Don't be shy. Fill it up. And
then doesn't matter
if it goes over your text a bit because you're going to bring the opacity right the way down. Nobody's going to know.
Nice. Okay.
Social. This year, my class had to help the younger kids in the canteen. So, canteen.
Okay.
Like supervise them.
Yes.
Time. So I'm going to bring in this. Not a knife and fork, a fork and spoon. Oh. You're having pasta for lunch. Spaghetti for dinner.
Beans.
Yes. There we go. And then fun. Well, my daughter's school was celebrating their 70th anniversary last week, and they had a big bash on the school field.
Big bash.
So they had this big marquee and everything. So I'm going to maybe search for a marquee. Oh, like it was exactly like that.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So let's get that big old summer party on the school.
Yeah.
Like that. Same again. It doesn't matter if it's going over the text. Going to bring the opacity right the way down. So it's a little shadow. And then looking ahead, I need next year to improve my handwriting. So maybe let's just search for right.
I would agree.
Yes. My calligraphy isn't where it could be. I'm going to search for that. Oh, here we go. Like a quill and ink. That's, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. If my teacher's going to let me to move on from the slate, I need to improve my handwriting. So here we go. There's a hand here holding a pencil. Perfect. Brilliant. Bring that down. This. And again, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be too careful that it's not overlapping stuff because you're going to bring the opacity down nearly to nothing. And it's just a little hint of it. There we go.
Wow. There's a real hint. Okay, let's go here. So now it's just time to put in text. So you can put in as much as you want. So, for example, if you feel comfortable with, typing pretty fast, then that's all good. So, for example, schoolwork here, I'll go T for text, add your text. I'll just put I aced my times tables. Now, I can just bring that up here. I don't know about what I'm going to do about the font color at the moment, but I'm going to bring the box down. There you go. Cool. That's nice. And then maybe I'll put it there. And then just give it a white outline, something like that. I ace my times tables. Maybe I'll even, turn it around, I think. White text with black outline. That's absolutely fine. I've done one, and then I'll duplicate it, bring it over here, and it's all lined up, but I might need to change that. I swam 500 meters on my, without touching the bottom. Not my own bottom, the bottom of the pool, you understand. And then I'll bring that up here. There we go. Cool. And then I can just duplicate, just keep on going, and then pop it in here. I made loads of friends at drum club. Drum club. And then maybe you can play with bringing down the text or putting up the text or just changing the. There we go. If I do it like that, that's pretty cool. Drum club. There we go. Just going on to 3 lines, 2 words on the 3 lines there, which is good. Yeah, so I'm just putting some text in here. Mr. Jones, would you like to have a little crack at that?
Yeah, okay. So
right.
Dom's font works nicely as a header and as this kind of text. I'm not sure my font's going to work well in these boxes, so I'm going to change my font. So I'm going to add a text box first. Text, add your text. Right. I'll just type it in first. So I really enjoyed learning about the history of the Celts. Okay, right. Let's just kind of resize things, but I'm not going to spend too long on this. Oh, I'm going to center it as well. So I'm going to use the alignment tools over here underneath where we can choose fonts. You can see next door to the underline button, there's the alignment button. Right. Yeah, this font is kind of a bit weird as is too strong. So I'm just going to go in. Actually, I can go into recommended here because there's usually some really nice kind of clean looking fonts in recommended. Like this one, for example. That's a good one. Roboto. That works well.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Like that
yeah.
one.
There we go. That's there. Now, let's just bring up the size a bit. There we go. That's looking good. And now I'm just going to duplicate that. 3 dots, duplicate. Okay. And then in here, just open it up. Triple tap, 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 tap. Choose it all.
You could use your text-to-speech, speech to text.
Passing my piano exam was a proud moment.
Yeah, nice.
There we go. Okay, and then now I'm just going to duplicate that. Let's just duplicate it into every box. And then when I pass back to Dom, that's all I'm going to do is go in and change the text in each one. And as Dom says, you could on the iPad use the old microphone and it'll just pop it in, unless you're in a noisy room, in which case it can be a bit of a faff. There we go. Okay. Right. Take it away, Dom.
Okay. Yeah, so just to reiterate the point that you don't have to write a lot. If you're struggling with typing, that's okay. I mean, you can only practice to get better. But for example, here I might say, "Can't wait for Y6 camping," and that's enough. That's absolutely fine. Right. When you've got all your text there, and you do want to align it if you can, that would be a good thing. And you can. It doesn't all have to be the same size. You can. Make it a bit bigger. There we go. That's good. Once you've all got that, you've got this space here in the bottom right. So what are you going to do with that? Well, I thought, why not? Let's go to media and generate an image. This could be an image of yourself. So let's do a portrait. And I'll put young boy, full stop. Very blonde hair, full stop. Blue eyes. Very blonde and very curly hair. That's what I was. Blue eyes. Wearing school uniform. Smiling. There we go. Apparently, if you just do these short little phrases, Mr. Jones tells me that gives you the best results. So I'm going to do that. And then in terms of content type photo, no, let's do graphic. That'll be fun. You can put some styles on it if you want, but normally I just think, let's see what we get. And then I'm going to pop it down here. The kind of size I'm looking for is to make sure it kind of goes in this little space I've got around about there. That would be nice. That's not too far away.
Cool.
That is not too far away. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, that first one will be fine. Now, what I could have done and probably should have done is said no background on it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get the background will get removed quite easily. So I'm going to click in the gray, click back on it again, use the top dog here, bish bash bosh. Now, while that's happening, hey, this was really quick that. I can go to my 3 dots and I could, well, actually, I could go send backward, but it hasn't done anything yet. And I could go send backward, but it hasn't done anything yet. So the best thing to do is go to your text and bring that to the front. And then it pops over the top like that. Nice. There you go. Graphic all done. Bish, bash, bosh. Right, Mr. Jones, finish it off for us.
Cool. Okay. So let's do it. So I'm going to go to media on the left-hand side. And then underneath photos, I'm going to tap on the generate image button. It's gray there right at the top. Give it a tap. Okay. Yeah, portrait is definitely the best option here. And you can even, before typing it in, you can just bring that box down and kind of start positioning it where you'd like it to be. Okay, so let's type in my prompt. So portrait, it's a portrait. So I'm going to put that in, portrait, full stop. 10-year-old boy, full stop. Brown. Brown hair. Comma. Untidy. Glasses.
Unkempt.
Smiling. Wearing a dark blue t-shirt.
Why don't you put snotty nose and see what happens?
Yeah. Thanks, lad. Yeah, that's me. And then let's just pop no background in there as well. Right, and now then, styles. Let's just scroll down. I'm going to go for themes first, and I want a cartoon theme. But I also going to go into techniques, and I'm going to choose bold lines. So I've got themes, cartoon, and techniques, bold lines. And those two together are usually a really nice combo. So I've hit generate. Hit generate. It's going to give me 4 of these. So our school uniform is like just a round neck t-shirt and a sweater in this dark
That's
blue.
better, that. Yeah, my daughter has the shirt and tie, and it's always a faff.
Yeah. My daughter's in a shirt and tie as well. Yeah. It is smart, though. It is smart.
It is smart. I do like it. Yeah, maybe in the older years.
There he is.
Good.
There he is.
I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good.
I think maybe the second one. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So I'm done with generating. So let's remove the background. So let's click on the X on generate image. And then, as Dom said, we've got the top dog, the top left. Right. So the photo isn't loaded yet, so I can't do it. But whilst I'm doing that, let's send it all the way to the back, this picture. So I'm going to go to the 3 dots and actually choose send to back, all the way to the back. There we go.
It will stay in front of the background, won't it?
Yes, right.
Still stay in front of the background.
I'm still waiting on that cloud because that's the only thing I'd have left is to get rid of the background.
Well, not to worry.
You've seen that with Dom. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
Okie dokie. Right. So when you're done, right. So now that you're done, if you want to, you can select your background and you could, go and replace it if you wanted. Replace backgrounds and see. You could go back and see, if you were jealous of all the ideas based on your file.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. What is that about?
Yeah, AI. It's AI. It's AI.
Your media didn't import. Well, it didn't work anyway.
It's AI magic.
Yeah. AI magic that didn't work.
Yeah.
Featured free.
Oh, they're great, the featured frees.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so you can go around and have a play. That surfer was terrible. I would never choose that. No. The Argyle, yeah, no wonder you didn't select it.
There's loads of cool ones in there.
Yeah, they're all cool, aren't they? Yeah, but you can just go back and just go to the one you wanted. So there we go. But otherwise, you have to press download. If you're going to print it out, PDF print is good, but they're all good. You'll be fine. Otherwise, you can click share. It looks slightly different this on the iPad. The iPad takes you through to view only link is much more clear. And then you'll click that and you'll be able to see Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, Google Drive, OneDrive, all the rest of it. There we go. Okay. Now that we are done, I'm going to go and have a look at the activity page again. But first, I'm going to click on the A in the top left. A in the top left.
Yeah.
It takes us back to here. Right. Now, let's go back to the activity page. Well, there's not much in here, is there? Turn your reflections from activity 1 into a video highlight reel and bring it to life using the self-record feature or animated characters. Now this will be fun. So what I'm going to do is, do you know what I should have done?
Tell me.
I should have not backed out of that at all. I should have gone straight back into the wrap poster.
All right.
Because if I add a page and then custom size, you can see down the bottom right.
Hang on, you're on the wrong page. Hang on.
Oh,
hang on.
Jiggins. Right, back in here now. Okay, right. If I have my graphic on here, what I can do is, because I want to copy this kind of text, you see, that would be good. So I'm going to add a page, custom size. Well, do you know what? I don't know what I'm going to go for here. So I'll just put same size. Fine. And it's open up here, but then I'll go to resize and then just go down to video, bosh, and then resize. Nice. There we go. That wasn't too complicated, was it?
No.
All right, Jones, you do that then before we lose people.
All right.
I'll put you on. Come on.
Back to the home page.
Open up your wrap.
And then tap on create a video. There we go. I'm in. That's how I'm doing it.
What about your text? Yeah,
no,
fine.
It's fine.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, he's so grumpy. Right. Okay. So I've got mine on a separate thing because I'm good like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, now you can do cool things like you see. You can go like click on your background on the first one. You can press Control and C. Go into this one and then just paste it in. You got the same background.
Incredible. Incredible.
And then you could also go down trainer, click it. You could press Shift, reflection 2425. You could copy that and you could bosh that straight in as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one has disappeared right on the bottom.
Where's your reflection? Where's your reflection?
Yeah. Not so smart now, is it?
There it is.
So what I might do actually to make things easier for myself is I might just tap in here, make sure the cursor's at the start, and I put Dom Trainer reflection 2425. Get rid of this one. So you've got your piece of text here, and you can center it by clicking that button over there, the align center button, and then maybe what am I going to do with this? I don't know. Text layouts. That's good. Like it. Yes. But maybe what? I could do a video background here, couldn't I?
Yes.
Could do a video background.
I
could go to media, I go to videos, search videos. What am I going to search for? Abstract. Let's see what's in abstract. Ooh, nice. Ooh, this one's nice. Right. So I've got that there, and then I could do. What I could do is the 3 dots. No, I'm going to go to fill video. There we go. Now that's completely dominated my screen now.
Oh,
so I need to make sure my text go on top. There we go.
Oh, lovely. That looks great.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, we can play it. You might want to go to the edit timeline button. It's not bad.
Subtle.
I mean, it's not like, it is subtle, isn't it? Maybe I want to go for something a little bit better than that. Do you know what? Jones can do that. Jones, find us a video background that's actually got some chutzpah.
All right, okay.
There we go.
Chutzpah. All right, chutzpah. Right then, here we go. We're in my blank video project, and I'm going to go to media on the left-hand side, which is just here. And then I'm going to go to video up at the top, and I'm going to search for. Now then, if you search for summer, okay, you're going to get a bajillion results, okay? It's like way too many.
All right.
No, I can't. I'm not waiting for it to tell me how many because it's saying, oh, there we go, 10,000 plus. Too much. So if you search for summer background, okay, it's going to give you background. It's going to give you fewer results, which is good because we want to kind of narrow it down to stuff that we want to see. But it's still going to give me, I reckon, over 3,000. There we go. 3,297 of those. Okay. So if I then go for something like summer background and then add the word cartoon.
Oh.
Okay. just keep adding search results. So this now is probably going to filter it down to something like, I don't know, fewer than
3.
Fewer than 70 results, I'm thinking.
You reckon?
Less than 70, I think.
Oh, you've done that before.
What? No.
There's no way you just guessed that. There's no way on earth you just guessed that.
What are you talking about? There we go. There we are. 69. Yeah, we went just under 70. Yeah.
Disgraceful.
So now, and
it's news.
And all of these are now in the kind of style that I had in my mind. So, if you get loads of results, then add some more search criteria and it'll narrow it down for you. Right, okay. So I'm going to scroll through and find one that I think is cool. I think lots of them are cool. But I'm going to go with this one here. There we go. Brilliant.
Very nice.
Lovely.
Oh, do you know what I did? Oh, you're going to love this.
Oh, I'm sure I am. Right.
Oh, no, you got to put your text on. Put your text on.
Yeah, I got it. So, T for text, add your text, and then Mredydd. And then maybe I'll go Mredydds. Mredydds. I'm in a world of pain today. Go ahead. Oh, something went wrong.
Something went wrong, yeah.
What am I going to do? I sneeze my iPad into submission. There we go. Mredydds. Oh, goodness me. There you go. Move that over. Down a line. Reflection 24/25. Then I'm going to grab a dynamic text layout. Of course he is. There we go.
Of course he is.
And then I'm going to pop it up there. And maybe there's a lovely little corner there. Lovely. Right. Font. Not happy with this font. Scroll down. Just stop randomly somewhere. Not happy with that. Stop randomly. And you have to pick one where you stop. I love that. That's a cool game. You scroll randomly. When you stop it, you have to pick one that's in view. Let's do that one more time. Scroll.
You will hate this game.
And then you have to pick one that appears.
Those hands.
You got to pick one before they load. That'd be cool. Right, time machine. You're having it. There we go. Right. A bit of potluck. Love it. I love Dom's angles as well. Bring a bit of an angle in. And now let's put an outline on this. Zoop, like that. And let's choose color. Still waiting for my time machine font to load. Can't wait to see what that's like. And then
I don't think it's gonna.
Not with that attitude.
Not with that iPad.
No. You're right. There we go. And then animate it. So I want my text in spinning. Woo! And then once it's there, I wanted to yo around the place once it's in there. Yeah. Like that. Cool. Right, let's go back to Dom, and hopefully by the time it's back to me, this font will actually...
Right. Well, I actually found a really cool thing. I just thought I was going to put reflection in, and I found this amazing little background. I love that. Amazing. And then let's click on our text. Let's get some animation in there.
What is that? Is it like lava or something?
Isn't it? It's just a sun-kissed beach.
I wouldn't go swimming in that.
I would. And then how I want it to come in. I want it to fade in.
Looks like I
but I'm going to click the slider again, and I'm going to fade in the lines. There we go. That'll be cool. Duration, nice and long on that duration, I think. Yeah, nice.
Very classy.
Loop. Yeah, and then I'm going to bob it. Yeah, but a very subtle bob.
Bob the builder.
Intensity very low and speed very low, just like the lapping of the waves on the shore. and then I'll have it fade out as well, I think. Oh, this is beautiful.
Posh it is.
Couple of seconds. Line. Look at this when I play this now. This is a beauty. Oh, dreamy. It's dreamy. Now that that's done, what I'm actually going to do is, this is way too long. So I'm just going to click and drag all the way. You can drag it in and out, drag it all the way back to about, I don't know, maybe even less, like 4 seconds, something like that. Give it a little play. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, nice. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 3 dots and I'm going to duplicate that scene. Why so, Dom? Because I want to make sure that the all the animations on the text are the same. So in here,
2 of those for?
Oh, I don't know. It sounds greedy when you say it like that. But what I'll do is, so the first one was schoolwork, don't forget. So I'm just going to put schoolwork in here. And then maybe even though they are all going to be the same sort of fonts and animation, all the rest of it, I can change the position. I can go wild. And then I can also select my background, because this isn't going to work for schoolwork necessarily. And I'll press replace. What do I want to replace it with, Mr. Jones?
Something to do with your favorite thing in school, which is times tables, you monster.
Yeah, so I'll go to videos. And then I'll come back out of that, and I'll just go math or math.
I'm just jealous of your timetable skills. That's all it is.
Of my superiority in the timetable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is to be understood. This one's fine. Like loads of math equations making me look super brainy. Yeah, that's good. I like it. What's that one? Ooh, that one's cool. Bit of a yellow theme going on again.
Oh, sin, cause, and
lovely.
Remember those?
Yeah, I do. So Tower.
Did you like that? Yeah.
No, I couldn't stand it.
Oh God! I had no idea what was going on. No idea.
Tower. Yeah, Tower. Right.
No idea.
So I've got that in here. Got my schoolwork going on. Very nice, and it fades in and out. But what I do need is I need to tell people exactly what is going on with my schoolwork. So this one, I'm going to drag it out a bit. Like somewhere to there, for example. And then with my playhead, put it at the start of that little scene. Go to media. Let's go to videos again. But you go to record yourself. Check this out.
Oh, next level.
Yeah, next level. Start recording. Yes, please. Let's go here. I absolutely smashed my timetables this year. Okay, save record. Now let's have a little play with this. I'll bring it up, put myself to the side. I can make myself very big. There we go. Very cool. Because this video, although it's kind of a background video, really. Now I need to remove the bookcase and everything like that. So if I select my video clip, go over to edit. I'm waiting for the remove background button to come in. I'm waiting for
that's
the remove.
Different. Is that what that normally looks like on a video? Or I thought it was always the happy dog.
Yeah, no, I think this is pretty new actually, but it was on the last live lesson we did, if you had been watching. But while I'm waiting for that to load, what I will do is you can see down the bottom here, is that my video scene is smaller, or my self-record is smaller than my overall video scene. So I'm just going to bring that down to match it. There we go, something like that. Very nice. And you can just click and drag. Is it going to be available now? It is available now. Thank goodness for that. So let's go over here and just check how it works. Remove background. Hopefully it's going to do a good job. Look at that excruciating face there. Look like I'm constipated. Dear, oh dear. I do. Look like I'm having trouble. I wouldn't wish it on a soul.
Right.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. I absolutely smashed my timetables this year. Oh, you see that? It took my arm away. Oh, but that's good. Still fun. Don't mind that. But there's a little gap at the end. So I need to bring that back ever so slightly. There we go. Cool. Very cool. You've got a bit of an elbow thing going on there. That's all good, but that's a bit of fun. Let's see what Jones has got.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna.
Oh, nice text.
Thanks. Yeah, this is the font. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Time Machine.
Worked out well.
Yeah. So do that again. That was fun. Right. So let's duplicate this first scene. Duplicate. There we go. Here's my new version of the same scene. So this is schoolwork. So let's just change the text. So tap into there. Opens up the keyboard. Triple tap. Super quick. Tap tap tap. Tap tap tap. Tap 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 tap. All right. Or use those handles to take everything, and then just type school. You don't have to say tap when you're tapping the iPad, but it does help.
It does help. It does help.
Tap. Right, there we go. So there's my text sorted, schoolwork. And that's going to inherit all of those cool animations and stuff that I put on the first scene. That's why we use duplicate. It just kind of recycles your hard work. Right, pop that up there. So I enjoy learning about the Celts. So let's replace this video. So I'm going to go to replace with a video. And I'm going to go to the video search. And I'm going to search for maybe Bronze Age. Bronze Age. Because the Age of the Celts overlapped with the Bronze Age, don't you know?
Of course.
I think I've seen some kind of hill fort videos here before. It tells me that the second result is going to be the one I want, if my mind serves me well. There we go. Yes, brilliant. Thank you. There we go. Right. So now I'm going to record myself now going in there. Now, I got a fun idea for you here, right?
Ooh.
Is before I start speaking, yeah, go on then. There we go. Before I start speaking, now you can't see it, but I've got that little window on, like Dom had. Okay, on the iPad.
Yeah. So your screen's frozen. Okay,
yeah,
got you.
Before I start speaking, I'm actually going to not speak straight away because I'm going to animate myself in and out. Okay. So I think on my first one, I'm going to roll in. Okay. So maybe I'm going to record myself going, whoa, and then speak. And then I'm going to animate out as well. Whoa, here I go. And then animate
this is
out.
Brand new territory.
Yeah, I know.
Brand new territory.
This could be a disaster. Okay. But that's what I'm trying to do here. Okay. So here we go. Let's give it a whirl. Sorry, you're going to see the top of my head again, you know. Right. Here we go. So I'm going to get close to the camera. Where is it? Where is the camera?
Moil. We can see your moil.
My pen moil. No, it's fine. It's just my crown of my hair. That's all it is. Right. Okay. Here we go. Start recording. Counting me down. Whoa! I've really enjoyed learning about the Celts in history this year. Oh, here I go!
This is going to be good.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it.
So I don't know. I did not test this out, which is unlike me. I usually test everything out before the live lesson. There we go. Save recording. There it is. Right.
Yeah.
So it's processing it. There we go. I'm looking really pleased with myself, and I don't know if it's going to work yet. So let's crop this to a circle. Okay. So crop, and then circle, and then you can kind of reframe yourself in the circle.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the top is gone. Just reframe myself again. There we go. Perfect. So that's in a circle. Now, I'm gonna get myself rolling onto the page. This is the plan. Okay.
Okay, I see.
So rolling onto the page. Ooh, let's just move this along a bit. I think it's I think I recorded it. No, it's fine. It's at the beginning of the scene. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Fine. Why is that black there now?
It's slightly off the. I think you do have to move it slightly.
Okay.
Press and hold and move it to the. Oh.
Dear me. Dear me.
Dear me.
Dear
you could always
me.
trim that.
There we go. Okay, right. Let's just do it. Okay, and then I can fiddle around with it later. Okay, so I'm going to go now to animation, and in is going to be spin. But then I'm going to go into the, here we go, and I'm going to spin. I'm going to start outside the page, and I don't want it to fade. There we go. And I can make it last a bit longer as well. There we go, something like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, cool.
Okay, and then at the end, I want it then animate out. So I'll leave the loop alone. I'll have it still once I'm in there. But then out, I'm going to have it to, circle might be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That take a while.
There
we go.
Oh, cool.
Right. Let's try it. Let's see if it works.
Yeah. No sound right now.
Yeah. I need to share. I'll just pop my sound on for you. Here we go. There it is. Okay, right. Let's give it a whirl. Okay. Play. Whoa! I've really enjoyed learning about the Celts in history this year. Oh, Here I go.
So if you do it faster at the start, I think.
Yeah, the beginning, I think. So if you can go then, you can go back into the in, and basically that the spin at the beginning needs to last longer. Like that. Okay, it needs to take longer. And you can add more intensity if you want as well. There we go. That should probably fix that. Let's try it again.
Good.
Just blow my nose. Right. Whoa! I really enjoyed learning about the Celts.
That works.
Yeah, there we go. Just mess around with it
really nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
You know, you could do like the yo-yo one, and you could be kind of bouncing, and you think, "Whoa, what happened there?"
Yeah. Right. Let's have let me have a go at something then. So I've got my first one, and it's all done. So what I'm going to do is 3 dots here, duplicate, and this one is going to be personal. So let's go here and change this to personal. Yeah. And then click on my video background. Well, actually, I'll get rid of my constipation video there. And then I'll click that one, replace, go to videos. And what I'm going to search for here is swimming. That's the one. Swimming. Now, I need someone who looks like that. Ooh, this one's good.
Yeah, that's you, that is.
Yeah, that's me, that is. That's a bit of me. Right, click that. It's gone there straight in. Let's have a look at the video, see what it's like. Ooh, yeah, cool. So what I might do here is get my playhead at the start of this scene. And then maybe I'll go over to media, record, start recording. I swam 500 meters without touching the bottom. There we go. Now, what could I do here? Well,
I thought you were going to do something silly at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Let's try it again. Let's go record. And then what am I going to do? I swam 500 meters without touching the bottom. Let's see what we get.
Cool. Yes. I know what you're doing with this.
Yeah. Okay. So I get that there. Now I'm gonna remove the background, I think, but I'm gonna sort of pretend that I'm in the pool, you see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over my animation, and maybe I'll have when it's coming in, it's gonna have to rise up. There we go. And then out, it's gonna have to drop down. Right now, make sure I'm outside the page. I think take off the fade, the duration, maybe I don't know, 2 seconds, something like that. Let's go back to my in one as well, and just check that the rise starts outside the page. There's no fade. Something like that. Now, if I click, well, we'll see, won't we? Still not got the remove background. It does take a while, this, but we could always play it and see what's going on. Right.
I swam fun.
No, I need to make this video longer, because then it will.
The beginning was great.
Yeah, but because it'll match the. You see what happened here was that because I duplicated. Let's go a bit closer in. Because this scene was 5.2 seconds, this one also came in at 5.2 seconds, but you'll see that my video that I recorded is much longer. So let's match those together. Around about there is good. And then if I zoom out again, still haven't got my ability. Oh, remove background is there. Cool. Right. Remove background. Oh, not on that one. I selected the wrong one. Oh, my bums. I can't stop it now. Maybe I'll go back. There we go. Go back. But yeah, I'm still waiting for that background. Oh, it's there. It's there. Right. Remove background. This is going to work. I know it will. I absolutely know it will.
Yeah, you could put like a blue tint on yourself, couldn't you?
Ooh, I could. That's a great idea. Duo. Let me go to view all. Lagoon.
Oh, cool.
Cobalt. Frost. Twilight. Slate. Yeah, maybe the cobalt one. Why not? See what's going on there. I mean, we could also. No, not that. That's a silly idea. That one's good. Your sneezes are outrageous.
Dear me.
Something like that. Okie dokie. Oh, it's there. It's gone. Right, let's have a look. Come on, you can do it. I know. Come on, you can do it. Come on.
I swam 500 meters without touching the bottom.
That's brilliant.
Amazing. I've made up with that. That's great. That's superb. Right. We've got about 4 minutes left now. Do you want to do a scene?
No, I'm just watching you now. I'm having fun.
Oh, okay, fine. So let me click on the text as well. That's all good. I'm happy with that. Now you don't have to do voiceovers for all of them, for example. You could, let's go to 3 dots here. Let's duplicate it. Mostly I'm just doing this because of the text, really. So this would be like looking ahead. So you can just spend a lot of time on this and just, take your time, and that's absolutely fine. And then bringing this out, I just don't want to be doing the animation for the text every single time, but I need to get rid of my swimming self and then click on the background, replace videos. This one can be camping. Let's have a look, see. Oh, yeah, they don't look like year sixes, but this one looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That looks like a good setup for a year 6 camp. Now you can click. It does, doesn't it? And then maybe just see what it's like there. Now this is a very long video. You can see it's like already like 28 seconds or something. Oops, selected the wrong thing. I need my text, and I'll put looking ahead. Maybe that can go at the top because we've got lots of tents in the bottom, and that's cool. But what I can do here is, I mean, I could animate a character to go in here.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But not everyone, but not everyone can do that on the iPad with such ease. So maybe we'll go to media, and if you want to animate a character, do this if you're on a browser. Choose whatever character you like, but make sure the background doesn't have a background. You don't want any of these backgrounds. Just use the transparent one. Record your speech, and it goes straight in. But if you want to, you can always just go to audio, record a voice. What am I going to go for here? Yeah. And then start recording. I absolutely cannot wait for the year 6 camping trip. Booyah! There you go. And then maybe that's like the end of your video. You see, booyah. Cool. And that'll just go straight on top like a little voiceover, because that's exactly what it is, a little voiceover.
What kind of professional features could we sprinkle over the top of this video, Dom?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, because if you play this now, for example, you'll see there's quite a click.
I absolutely smashed.
And there you go. I absolutely smashed. I'm going to add a transition. So if I add a transition, it could be a slide. I know he loves the slide. I'll give him a slide.
Yeah.
And then you can also say apply to all scenes, and then it'll just do it for all of them for you. Boom, one click. I've got transitions in every scene, and then the other thing that will make this super pro will be go to audio, and then in here, what are we going to search for here? Epic. Let's search for epic. Now my video at the moment is 25 seconds, but I will be adding scenes to it. So let's make sure that it's yeah, great. That's great. Love it. Now the problem will be is if I play it around about here, for example, will you be able to hear my voiceover?
I absolutely
no is the answer. So let's bring this back to around 14, 13 is fine. And I won't fade it in because it's already kind of got a crescendo, it's building up. But I will fade it out. And now you'll see.
smashed my timetables this year. I swam 500 meters without touching the bottom.
I absolutely cannot wait for the year 6 camping trip. Booyah!
There you go. Booyah. I actually think the volume needs to come down a bit. I think maybe like 10, something like that. But there you go. That's how you put yourself, get yourself a little video, keep adding scenes to it, try out different things like the animate character, try recording yourself, try and do a voiceover. Make sure you get transitions between scenes. You can apply them to all scenes, and make sure if you do put a soundtrack in that it is quiet enough so that it can hear your voice on whatever kind of recording you did in there. When you're done, you can download it, but nobody wants you to download it, I don't think, because the video files are large. You can see it's already, still working on my file. But otherwise, you can press share. Oh, well, it's still working on my file. And you know what? I'll give it a quick kick. Yes. And then what it will do is, I hope, allow me to share. There we go. Yeah, sometimes you need to give it a kick. View any link. It's just there. Send it to Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams. Job is a good one. There we go.
When Dom says give it a kick, he means refresh the page, guys. Okay?
Yeah.
Kicking
Chromebooks around the class.
No. Just refresh.
That would not be arbenig.
No, not good. Yeah. Hey, next week, so this coming Wednesday is our final live lesson of the year. So get registered for it, guys. It's our end of year wrap, theme 2. So 2 totally different activities to today. So come along for our final extravaganza.
Yeah, exactly. And otherwise, we will love to see you next Wednesday. And otherwise, have an absolutely spiffing summer.
Yeah. And thank you, teachers, for bringing everyone along all year.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. We hope that you've learned some really fun and useful digital skills in these live lessons.
Yeah. Get your free pizza and your free swag as soon as possible. ASAP.